Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, shalom and good day. You are listening to Awaz Community Radio. And today on the radio, our guest will be Kelly. A little bit more about her shortly. Now, to get in touch with us, you can call us on 0161 839 9817 or you can tweet us at Awaz Radio 122. We're on Facebook, just type in Awaz Community Radio or email us awazcommunityradio@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Awaz Community Radio with your host for today, Saira, and my guest for today is Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Saira. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming in. And would you like to tell our guests a little bit about who you are?
Okay, so my name's Kelly. I'm from Bury, but I now live in Chorlton. I just quit basically at the height of a fairly interesting career that I've been doing for 14 years, touring with bands around the world. And the minute you say that to anyone, everyone's like, wow, that must be amazing. But I've actually just quit and I've set up a little catering company making vegan Mexican food and hot sauces. And I've been trading for 4 weeks.
Wow, what a huge career change.
Yeah.
So you've gone from touring this world of music to cooking and catering. And
yes,
how did you get into music in the first place?
Well, years ago, I had an office job and I wanted to go on holiday for 4 weeks across the States. And my boss said to me, you cannot do that. You can only have 2 weeks off at a time. And I just thought, this is insane. Somebody shouldn't be dictating my life. Like, this job isn't important enough. So I decided to quit that job where I'd been for 7 years. And I set up a little merchandise company and I was printing my own T-shirts and I had a little shop in Affleck's Palace. And then everybody I knew in Manchester was in a band, so they all started asking me to print merchandise for them and make them badges and T-shirts, and that's kind of how I got into the music industry.
Right, so you weren't singing or playing instruments? Or
Definitely not. Only karaoke for me. So I've always been doing merchandise and production, kind of babysitting or like doing promotion. The back end of it, definitely not on the stage.
So you, like you said, you really enjoyed this as the opportunity. You wanted to travel and
yes,
wanted to get involved with this. So what happened a few months ago? What made you change career paths?
Yeah, so basically the reason I quit my job the first time was because I wanted to spread my wings and fly around the world and do something interesting. And then obviously after doing that for a while, now I actually miss Manchester and I miss my friends and my family. And now I kind of want to do the opposite. I almost want to start nesting or something like so. I think I just kind of got a little tired of missing everyone's weddings and the little moments. The big moments, but also the little moments, you know, it's just seeing people regularly and, you know, so I've decided to come home and put some roots down.
Fantastic. And you started to run this food kitchen. And it's vegan as well.
Yeah, the reason I'm doing vegan is because I have 2 food allergies. I'm allergic to cow's milk and seafood, and I regularly get hospitalised because my food gets cross-contaminated or through just ignorance, really, not intentional either. They're just genuinely, people just aren't aware of what's in things. And I just want to create safe food for people like myself.
Right. And so how many years have you been vegan?
Well, I'm kind of not quite fully vegan yet. I'm getting there. But I've been living a more vegan lifestyle only recently, maybe I would say like 6 months.
Right. And so what kind of food do you offer?
So everything is really colourful and extremely tasty. So it's really appealing to the eye. What we do is 3 little street tacos, but at the minute I'm using blue flour. So they're just really interesting. And then I do various fillings, sweet potato with barbecue, a soy protein called Satan. I do pinto beans with real ale, and then we do pots of chili, and the chili has got heritage tomatoes in, so it's got like 20 different ingredients, and you can definitely taste that fact.
Great. So I guess you're taking your creative side from the merchandising side to into your food.
Yeah, definitely. So I wanted to make everything from scratch because I want to be confident when I'm telling people I know where, what my products are made of and where the ingredients come from. So I started making all my own salsas and hot sauces, and they were so popular that people were saying, can we buy some of this to take home? So I started potting up the salsas, like mango salsa is like our most popular one. And then I started bottling up the hot sauces. And then that range has grown. Now there's like 12 in the range. And someone the other night, she bought 5 different bottles. So it's really popular.
Great. So now you're a hot sauce queen.
Apparently so.
No, you're making me so hungry now. I'm sure the listeners
I know,
as well.
I was just realising I meant to bring some with me for you, but I haven't.
That's okay. I'm sure with Christmas coming up, I'll be indulging aplenty. But can you tell the listeners about how can they get their hands on your sauces or your food?
Okay, so I've got 2 regular kitchens. The first is currently happening. I've already done 3. Our 4th one is this Friday. So it's every Friday at the Wonder Inn on Shude Hill in the city centre of Manchester. It's a really great creative space. There's lots of artists there, bands. There's an organic cafe. It's a great space. I go to yoga there every Wednesday. But anyway, so Friday nights is Mexican street food night. So from 5 till about 10, I'm there. But this Friday in particular, we have a hot sauce tasting competition as well. Because we're just trying to do interesting events as well.
Oh, that could be interesting, a competition.
Yeah, so it's £5 to enter. It starts at 8 o'clock and you can have up to 6 people in your team. And all you have to do is rate which sauce you think is the hottest and, kind of categorise them in order from like the mildest to the hottest. And then at 10 o'clock, whoever kind of guesses the most correctly gets to take home a whole collection of 10 of the hot sauce bottles for their team.
Fantastic. And they get to taste things in the process.
Yeah, I think it's just really fun because especially if people don't like chili, I have made a few people cry, and I'm not saying I think that's funny, but it is when they then say, oh, I don't like chili, and I'm thinking, why would you try something that says Scotch bonnet, the hottest chili family in the world? Like, it's quite funny.
You're right, it is a little bit funny.
It's not something I would do if I wasn't into hot food.
So I believe you've got plans for January as well. You'll be going different places?
Yes, so from the 19th of January, we're taking over a kitchen at Time and Place in Heaton Moor, which is a great bar. It's gorgeous inside, and I have a full kitchen. It's so exciting. So we're going to be there every Thursday. Again, similar thing, from about 5 till 10. And we'll be doing tacos, chili pots and tortilla sharers, and again you can buy the hot sauces on the night from both venues.
And what are your plans for the future? How big would you like to be?
Well, I have my eyes on being in the supermarkets. I wouldn't mind having a franchise of vegan cafes, no harm in thinking big.
And I'd like listeners to remember where you heard about her first.
Definitely.
And I believe you've got plans. You're getting a website. You're trying to get that sorted.
Yeah, because I'm doing pop-ups. So I'm doing the 2 regular kitchens, and then I'm doing markets at the weekend. So on Saturday and Sundays, I'm doing different markets, but regularly. So each month I'll be at the same ones. So it's going to be quite tricky for people to remember where I'm going to be and when. So I'm working on a website at the moment so people can track us through the diary and find out where I'm going to be so they can come and, either experience the food or buy the sauces. But I just don't really have the time or the knowledge to build my website in the minute, so I am struggling a bit.
So any people out there, budding website designers, and again, listeners, as you know, we always promote volunteering with the WAS Community Radio. If you would like to volunteer, perhaps, why not spare a couple of hours for Kelly? And you never know where that might go from there.
And I will reward you. I will feed you. You will never go hungry again, and you'll have a fridge full of hot sauce.
Lacey, I think that's a perfect exchange.
I do as well.
So Kelly, if people would like to get in touch with you, how can they get in touch?
Well, at the minute, we're on Instagram and Twitter, and the handle is at Los Antijitos Ltd. And Los Antijitos is the name of our company. It means little cravings, which is what they call the street food tacos in Mexico.
Great. And of course, we'll be tagging you on Facebook and Twitter as well. So, listeners, you know, if you're feeling peckish, try something different. What do you think, Kelly? I mean, you know, we're all going to be stuffing ourselves with turkey very shortly, and with vegetables that we probably don't like.
Well, this is it. So with my food, people who aren't necessarily vegan and don't always go for the healthy option, just because it's so tasty, like they absolutely, my food seems to be going down just well with everyone. So in January especially, you know, when you've made your New Year's resolution to be healthier, well, my food is definitely perfect for that.
Well, yes. I mean, you know, if it's vegan, then it's very clean, it's very healthy.
Yeah, and it's not deep fried, you know, especially with the chili. It's just packed with lovely, yummy vegetables.
Fantastic. Thank you so much to Kelly for coming in to chat about the vegan, the Mexican kitchen?
Yes.
Mexican style kitchen. And catch her on Twitter. Make sure you're finding out where they're going to be, what day of the week, so you can make sure you're not missing out, really. So thanks very much, Kelly. Wish you all the very best and hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Awaz Community Radio. If you'd like to get in touch with us, our contact number is 0161 839 9817. We're on Twitter. Our handle is at AwazRadio122. We're on Facebook. Just type in Awaz Community Radio or email us at awazcommunityradio@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. I'm so hungry now. Make sure you get yourselves a healthy snack before we start to get ready for Christmas and start, overindulging. Have a lovely day. Take care.